I finally figured it out. Marvel's been playing the long game this entire time, and the villain's gonna be Howard the Duck. Hey everyone, Jeremy here. Today I'm about to watch the finale of Loki Season 1. Yes, Season 1. Apparently there's going to be a Season 2, or there's a Season 2 in development. I don't know if they've officially announced that yet or not. I'm sure we'll hear something here soon because D23 will take place. But right now, I'm just excited for the end of this season. I feel like they are going to give us some sort of closure. I don't feel like this is going to be a cliffhanger of sorts. I mean, it could be a cliffhanger to a degree. Like, we're not quite sure where certain characters are going to go. But I feel like we're going to wrap up a lot in this episode. I don't feel like it's just going to go, well, sorry, you got to tune in next season to see how it really ends. No, I really feel like we're going to get closure today. And I'm of mixed feelings because I cannot wait. I obviously cannot wait. But that's the thing is, once it's over, it's over. And that's the part that's hurting right now. It's just, it stings that, you know, this show has been so good, so much fun, but also so heartfelt that I'm going to miss it. I'm going to miss it just every week waking up, even though it's an insane hour that I'm waking up to watch these. I'm going to miss watching this every week because it has been just a joy to watch. Even the heartbreaking aspects are just a joy to watch. It just has really landed for me in ways I was expecting and ways I wasn't as well. So let's hope they stick the landing.
Way to go, Tic Tac!
That's how you punish.
Wakanda forever!
My dream.
We have fought for the right to experience.
Did we just see the entirety of the Marvel universe and then another? And now another? Persevering. Oh my goodness. You hit us with WandaVision. I keep thinking of the Sanctum Sanctorum when I see this. Not it.
Aren't you going to tell me not to kick the door in? Well, if you think it's a bad idea, I prefer you to speak your mind.
Yeah, I'm sitting here, I'm nervous for them. I'm just straight up nervous right now.
You again.
Miss Minutes is the villain!
At the end of time, you want the Infinity Gauntlet? Yours. Throne of Asgard? No problem.
This is an act of desperation.
All of it. Everything.
No way.
Exactly the way you've always wanted. And you can have it all?
There's absolutely no way. This is BS.
It's fiction.
Yeah.
Some things had to get worked out, but I'm downloading the files you need now.
Okay, Miss Minutes is an avatar for whoever's behind the scenes.
He who remains.
Not for much longer.
It's a Loki. It's totally a Loki.
Are we sure he's even still alive?
Yeah, I'm looking at this place going, whoever's here isn't keeping up the place at all. Oh my God.
This is wild. It's a little unnatural, but wow. Wild.
He who remains.
He who remains.
It's Kang.
Still calling me out. Creepy. I like it.
It's Kang.
Come on in.
This is a version of Kang that already won. Marvel's blown my mind. Marvel has blown my mind because I'm sitting here going, I had thought they would never introduce him in... Oh my, I like this version so far too.
So you're going to prune me?
I like that idea, but you know what? Things might be a little bit higher in that area than yours. You know, with close personal friends.
I'm sorry, Mobius.
Oh. Heck yeah.
What the hell is going on here?
Your translator.
What?
How?
We have a lot to talk about.
Awesome.
Because I already know what's going to happen.
Wow.
It's a parlor trick.
Okay. Hold up. Talking?
He's seen so much he's gone insane.
I paved the road.
Why?
You. And I have the rest.
He's not all
Right
powerful.
here.
He can't be.
Everything. No, you can't get to the end until you've been changed by the journey. This stuff, it needs to happen to get us all in the right mindset.
It's a story
It's
to
all a
him.
game. It's all a manipulation.
You know what would happen if we didn't prune the timeline?
What?
Chaos. Death.
Free will?
Free will? Only one person gets free will.
You're freaking insane, Rabona.
Without the me, without the TVA, everything burns.
And what are you so afraid of?
Exactly. Why are you even doing this?
And just who are you?
Oh, I've been dubbed many names by many people. A conqueror. He who remains. A jerk. On Earth in the 31st century, he was a scientist, and he discovered that there were universes stacked on top of his own. I love your shoes. I love your hair. Oh, man. Nice nose. Thanks, man. Etc.
Oh, wow.
They shared technology. The peace between realities. This is almost the end, ladies and gentlemen, of everything and everyone.
He's
The timekeepers came along and saved us.
he's policing himself. Oh my goodness, he's insane.
No. No, this is where we diverge from the dogma. I keep you safe. And if you think I'm evil, well, just wait.
Oh man. Oh man.
That's the gambit.
Or you're a liar.
I don't think he is. I don't think he is.
Or I'm a liar. There's two options. One,
What?
kill
No.
me and destroy all this, and you don't just have one devil. Or you two run the thing.
You're lying.
Oh no. Oh no. Talk about a devil's bargain.
But it's definitely you two. Murderer, hypocrite.
Man, is it bad that I'm kind of agreeing with Kang in certain ways?
Terrible, horrific things. Now,
Yeah, neither of your hands are clean here.
you have a chance to do them for a good reason.
This Kang is so terrified of his variants, he's willing to destroy all the timelines. What is happening? What now?
But now I have no idea how the rest of this is going to go.
That's the timeline.
Another manipulation.
Yeah, I don't think it is.
Ooh, no lie.
I think there are ways around it.
Manipulation.
What are you doing?
Sylvie, hang on a moment. What if he's saying the truth?
So what?
Insane, yes. But maybe he was telling the truth.
Better hurry. Timeline's already branched.
I don't believe you.
Sylvie, the universe is in
I
balance.
do.
Everything we know to be true. Everything. All I'm suggesting is we just take a minute to think about it. This is bigger than our experience.
Why aren't we seeing this the same way?
Because you can't trust, and I can't be trusted.
None of this will.
So we wait.
That's so sad.
Wait.
Maybe he's lying. Maybe he's not. The cost of getting this wrong is too great.
Sylvie, stop.
Stop.
Stop. I've felt what you feel. Don't ask me how I know. I don't want to hurt you. I don't want a throne. I just...
He wants you.
I just want you to be okay.
But I'm not you.
You just created an infinite versions of him. We're not gonna have one big bad for the MCU. We're gonna have billions. There's our multiverse. But now what does the TVA do? What does Loki do? He's so heartbroken he lost Sylvie. What are you? Loki, what are you looking for?
Well, at this point, how are we even gonna stop it?
We can't!
What? What'd you say?
But someone is coming. Countless different versions of a very dangerous person, and they're all set on war. We need to prepare.
What division are
What?
you from?
What are you talking about?
Who are you? What's your name?
What?
It's on the ground now, archives.
Are you?
What? It's already reset. Okay, so that whole thing blew my mind. Oh boy, where to even start? Okay, we got our season 2, thank God. Thank God, definitely gonna need it. We did end on a cliffhanger. We resolved one issue-ish, or one storyline, I guess you could say, but now, oh boy, we'll get into that in a second. Kang. Let's just start with Kang. They never named him. So I'm assuming throughout the MCU, he's probably going to get different names. What an interesting take on Kang. But I think that's what's going to be the thing going forward, is each one's going to be vastly different from the other. We're going to see multiple versions and multiple MCU stories, and you can use a different version each and every time, so he doesn't have to act like the crazy jovial lunatic he was in this one. He can be cool and calculating, or maybe he'll be more scientific in another, and maybe he'll be more emotional, and another, he could be just vastly different each time we see him because it's a different version. That's terrifying, especially if all of them have their eyes set on just conquering the multiverse, just owning it all, or streamlining it like this one did. That is crazy. That never occurred to me as a possibility at all. I was the one sitting here saying, nah, it'll never be Kang, because they've never introduced a villain like that inside of a TV show. I mean, WandaVision didn't introduce a big bad, bad guys, sure, but not a big bad, not a Thanos level bad. Falcon Winter Soldier, that didn't do it either. So I'm going, okay, well, the track record is they aren't really introducing big bads in those, so why would they do it in Loki? I'm very wrong on that. I'm okay with it because of what they're doing with Kang. It never occurred to me that there could be multiple, which actually tracks with the comics. I don't know Kang that well from the comics, but from what I do know of him, there have been multiple iterations from multiple times. This version is just going to be a different Kang, different variants of Kang from all the different multiverse and different times in the multiverse. Oh my, yes, yes, 1000% yes. That has so many story possibilities. Listening to him describe it, I was with Loki the entire time. Part of it's just because we all know the multiverse is probably coming because of Multiverse of Madness and things like that. But also just listening to it like, oh no, this guy is so terrified of the other versions of himself that he has been streamlining this one timeline to make sure no version of himself can ever be created again. Ever. It's the only way he knew how to make sure no other version of him got created and wrecked everything again and tried to destroy the universe again. And it also messes with your head because, yeah, there's free will now, but he's seen where free will leads. This is so strange. He's seen where free will leads, which it leads to the multiverse war, which leads to him going to Elias and presumably using Elias to destroy all the multiverses and creating the TVA. So he knew, well, you kill me, it just starts over. I'll emerge again. I'll do the same thing again. TVA will be created again. However, we have already seen that it did change this time. It changed because a different, either he's not using figureheads this time, he's not using the robots, or it's a different Kang that took over this time because his actual statue's there, not the Timekeeper's. His statue was there this time when Loki got back to the TVA, which also that was heartbreaking that Mobius didn't recognize his friend. Loki needed his friend in that moment, and he just wasn't there. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking happened there at the end, is because the TVA exists outside of time, much like where Kang lives. Whatever happens at the end of time kind of immediately would have to happen at the TVA. Like it would just be, because he already mentioned that time doesn't work the same there. So if something happens in the timeline, it has to happen there almost instantly, especially if it's to the leader. So I'm assuming that with the way that works, and boy, your brain's gonna hurt if you really think about this hard, whatever happens at the end immediately affects this over here because they're so intrinsically tied. So if the timeline's already leading to creating another Kang to take over here, that means, because this doesn't matter too much, just who's sitting here, that immediately changes who's here, changes exactly what's going on here. So from Loki's perspective, there's already another Kang in charge. There's already another Kang in charge. Because as soon as that seat vacated, it was refilled because that exists at the end of time. At the end of all time, all the timelines. Which leads to one Kang. Whoever that victor may be. Thus, the TVA now is following a different Kang. He just, as soon as he got to the TVA was already acting under the supervision of the new Kang in charge. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. It is so crazy how that works. But I swear, I may not be explaining it well, but that is exactly what's happening. It's these two timelines, these are tied. You know, the end and the TVA are just so tied together that this seat can't really be void unless it's completely wiped from existence. And it wasn't wiped from existence because Kang said, I'm just going to come back and refill it. And he did. But it was just instantaneous for Loki. Because TVA exists outside of time. It exists in its own pocket that is tied to this. If you really want to get your head bent out of shape, that also means that the Kang in charge went out and got the same variants from all the timelines they had previously to fill the TVA. Again, it's reincarnation and just it's a cycle. Just redoing the same thing, except with some tweaks. And I have a feeling that's what season 2 is going to be about, is Loki having to find a way to break that cycle, to break the cycle of, oh no, they're trimming the timeline again per this new Kang, this new version, which it's either going to be a different version or it's the same version. And he's sitting there going, oh no, I'm learning from my mistakes from last time. I know what happened. So this time I'm going to do X, Y, Z. And this time he's the figurehead, not the androids, you know, things like that. He's going to make tweaks to see if he can get it better, refine it. So if he does die again, he can come back and do it better the next time. Just bring this off the cosmic scale a bit. The Loki Sylvie fight, that was just heartbreaking. And just his face after, the whole you can't trust and I can't be trusted. That was heartbreaking because it's so true. I love how much Loki has grown and how much he truly sees himself now. That is incredible character work they've done with this season, and Tom Hiddleston just continues to kill it because his absolute heartbreak in that scene after Sylvie chose to kill Kang instead of choosing him, which is essentially how I think he's taking it, is she wanted her revenge over me. And on top of that, you know, she doesn't trust him. That does beg the question of where's Sylvie in all this? Because if she's still at the end of time, she might be a prisoner of Kang's now. And Ravonna, I have a feeling, is going to be working directly for Kang at the end of time now. So it'll be kind of similar to what the comic book Ravonna was doing. Oh man, I could talk for hours about this. What did you think of this episode? What did you pick up? What are your theories for season 2? Do you think that is a new Kang on the throne? Do you think it's a different Kang from the one we just met? Or is it the same one again? I mean, all your theories, leave them below. I'm so curious on what you're thinking right now. If you enjoyed this video, please hit like and subscribe to see more content like this, as well as share this with friends if you think they might enjoy it. Alright, and before I go, as always, please take care of yourselves, and please take care of each other. Thanks for watching.